So why are we doing this? Why are you just taking over losses and giving away all the profit making to the private players? Sir, the previous speaker had very rosy glasses, and unfortunately, because of the tint, he's not able to see the truth. None of us deny that there has been improvement, but there's so much more to be done. We cannot blame everything on governments which were there, 10 years ago, and try to push the entire blame on somebody else and not take responsibility for what today. So the infrastructure is always built by the government in all major economies, and today when we talk about the economic survey, it says that if we invest 1 rupee in the railway, it generates 5 rupees in the economy. This is a clear advantage in investing public money in the railway infrastructure. Yet the union government has been neglecting the railway sector time and again. And the railway budget is primarily funded from 3 different sources: budgetary support by the union government, the extra budgetary resources, and its own internal resources. But the budgetary estimate for 22-23 is 2.45 lakh crores, and the budgetary estimate for the previous year was 2.15 lakh crores. The budgetary estimate seems to have been escalated, but the revised estimates, while the actual expenditure is nowhere even matches with the revised estimate. The financial performance of the railways during the past 3 consecutive years revealed that even the reduced allocation at the RE stage could not be fully utilized. I'd like to know why. Because there's so much to be done, and why has the funds not been fully utilized? And today we are talking about privatization, and they assume that everybody has accepted and happy with privatization. We have seen examples, even what happened to the Delhi metro to the airport, when the private player just abandoned because it was not profit making. They just abandoned, and then in the last minute the railways had to take it over and complete. And even when it was completed, there's a lot of faults over there, problems with the buildings over there. So this is what the private sectors are capable of doing. So we have to understand that and not think that the best thing to happen to the railways is to give it to the private organizations and move away from it. Sir, all freight trains will be, you're saying by 2031, all the freight trains will be privatized, along with 30% of the 750 railway stations. So profit-making coaches are the AC coaches, and you want to privatize that. Only the loss-making second-class passenger trains will be left with the railways. And interestingly, the private player just has to invest in running the trains. The driver, the guards, and the tracks were all from the railways. The railways will also maintain the station, while the bookings will be done by the Indian Railways Catering Tourism Corporation or the IRCTC. This means that the Indian Railways will only run loss-making passenger trains, while all the profit-making trains will be operated by the private sector. As the profit is only from AC trains, the railway losses will increase by this. So why are we doing this? Why are you just taking over losses and giving away all the profit-making things?
Family silver.
Yeah, exactly. You're just giving away the family silver to the private players, and we've seen what the private players do. They do not take up the responsibility when they do not see profits. They just abandon the project and leave.